Beverages with Brad.
I am here with Christian Meatball Paolo. He is a world champion billiards player, and he's going to teach me all about the game of pool today. I want to start by asking you, how did you get the name Meatball? Because you're a very slim man. If anything, you were a vegan meatball. Please explain.
Yeah, I know. This is actually a small jersey.
Yeah, this is on a normal person.
Very.
I mean, like that's like a dress, basically. Yeah. But it's a small on kids on him. That's the smallest one he could find.
It is.
It'd probably be a belly shirt on me, but for him, he's swimming in there.
Yeah.
By the way, I thought you were a Bruins fan. That is absolute bullshit right there. That is
I still am a Bruins
blasphemy.
fan. I still am a Bruins fan. I just went to the Rangers game the other night. I wore my Bruins jersey under this. But
that makes no sense. We bipolar? Why don't you just stand up for your team?
Because the Rangers are the ones who gave me and my brother the tickets, so like we were with them.
This is the annoying shit about these Hollywood people, right? It's like all values go out the window for a freebie. It's like, oh, well, they gave me. Fuck that, dude. We're a Bruins fan, dude. New York sucks. Sometimes you just stand your ground. You're like, well, he told me I could be an extra in the next film if I just wear his stupid ass jersey. You gotta stand your ground. Remember the commoners. You know what I mean?
I do a lot more to be an extra. Right? Let's get that straight right now. I know.
Bruins are on fire too.
I know. The entire time, like anytime the Bruins scores, I was literally just sitting up.
So now listen, I didn't give you any free tickets today, and I'm not from New York. So why'd you wear it today? You just wanted to look like a miniature Captain America, or what? What's it? Why did you wear it today? You should burn that thing.
Because I like it. I like the jersey. I like the team.
Plus, it's all about the fashion. You don't actually care about the Bruins. If the Bruins were watching this, which they never will, give me some free tickets. I'll wear the appropriate attire, no matter what stadium it's in. Oh, Meatball. That's where we left off.
So growing up in an Italian household, my mom like cooked a lot of meatballs. So like, it was just my favorite food. I'd eat it all the time. And then one day, I think it was my oldest brother's hockey coach just called me. He's like, "Hey, you're a little fucking meatball." Up until about this year, Theo Vaughn changed it from meatball to hawk tendon among me and my brothers, because I don't know why, whenever he'd like address me or something, he'd call me something completely different every time. Skunk gonad, fucking hawk tendon, fish nipple, like semen nipple, like the weirdest shit, and for some reason just hawk tendon sucked.
He's gonna get like at least 5 balls in this break. There you go.
And here's the thing, we had a pool table at the house in Encino. I played every day, did not get better.
Oh, that wasn't bad, dude. That was, oh, you scratched.
And you lost.
I won the game. Hey, man, for half a second, you looked good. I actually only recently watched Entourage. I was like 20 years late to that show.
You just watched it?
Yeah, because I didn't have HBO. So I recently watched the whole series. And from what I can tell, that's basically your life. Like, you seem like the turtle of that show. Like, that seems to be a lot of what your life is like, that show. Is that correct?
Kind of, yeah, like I've gotten that a lot in the past, and like that's like one thing that that's what actually made us want to move out to LA with me and my brother.
The show.
Yeah. We didn't really grasp the concept of what they were doing because we were young, but I just remember being like, I want to live this lifestyle. This looks amazing.
Every kid that grew up watching that show was like, oh, I want to do that. And none of them pulled it off. But somehow you and your brother pulled it off.
Yeah. Honestly.
Because he's the Vincent Chase of this analogy.
Yeah. And our older brother is kind of like the Johnny Drama because, I mean, if...
Get in there! Ah! Was he an actor too?
No, but like he kind of like was what helped get us settled out there. Like he kind of like helped us a lot. Like he was like the mature, responsible one to like get everything done. He was a manager in LA though. He like worked at a management company and like repped a couple people. He actually repped.
So he was the first one to get into the business.
Tank got a management role before job at
Your brother's name is Tank.
Yeah.
Tank, Meatball, and what do you guys call Gianni?
I forget the reason why, but lately me and our other friend Brandon have been calling him Hole.
Wasn't Hole at an alternative rock band from the 90s? Yeah, you were not even born yet at that point because you're 5. And now, how long ago was this when you guys ventured out to LA?
They moved to LA in about 2015, 16. And I moved literally the summer I graduated high school. Moved out to go to this community college out there called Santa Monica College. I went there to study business and advertising and marketing because I wanted to start my own marketing company at one point. That's what I wanted to do.
Turtle went to college too, as I recall. So you're really following along the script here. I like that.
And we both dropped out.
I was gonna say, there's no way you stuck it out.
No.
Good for you for trying for a little bit.
Well, also, I was paying $800 a month to sleep on a couch, but there was another dude on that couch. So there were two people on a couch. It was like a sectional. It was like an L.
Hopefully he was your size and there's plenty of room.
No, he was 5'10". He was 5'10". But luckily I'm small enough where I made it work. I only took up 2 of the 3 cushions. And then it was just like a lot. I had to work every day at a restaurant to pay for my parents were helping me out with school, but I had to work almost every day to pay for rent and everything. And I couldn't afford anything else. I could barely afford to eat. It was tough, so I just had to stop going.
At this point, were your brothers successful yet or not yet?
Gianni had booked. Alex was doing very well at his firm or his company, and Gianni had booked, I think, Ma and a couple of the shows. But at this apartment, I didn't really start doing financially well again, have a good job until the last 2 years.
And what are you doing now? What are you doing these last 2 years?
Probably March of 2021, I think it was. I was COVID hit. We moved into an apartment in LA. COVID hit. We had to go back and move in April 1st or March 1st. I was there from March till end of July or end of June, and I came home. My parents was only supposed to be there for a week. Ended up staying till March of the next year because I got a job at a gun store. And I couldn't find a job in LA because of COVID. Everything was shut down. You couldn't even go outside apparently.
I love this story. I love that. Yeah. So one of your brothers is becoming a successful manager out in LA. One of your brothers lands a major motion picture, and you're selling rifles.
Yeah, I started slinging rifles. Around March, I get a text from Gianni and this unknown number, asking, introducing himself. It ended up being Brendan Schaub, who's a comedian out in LA and has a couple of podcasts like Fighting the Kid, King the Sing with Theo, and a couple more that we ended up producing together. I was considered a producer on it. I did the social media. I sat in on all the episodes of almost every single show except for maybe 2. I was just always there to make sure everything went smoothly, make sure nothing happened, make sure everything went well. But it just started to get to be a lot, and I had to drive to Calabasas every day, which is an hour and a half in the car ride there, an hour and a half in the car ride back. And at the time I had gotten a job offer to work for Kenan Thompson's production company. And I was asking Brendan...
A job doing what now?
Same thing, really, social media, help out with some of the day-to-day shit. And I just didn't end up liking that either, really.
What a spoiled bastard. You know what I mean? This kid gets out of high school, sells a couple of guns, he's working with celebrities, producing awesome podcasts. I don't really like driving over 40 minutes. It's just not really for me. Everybody else his age, they're working at Dell's Lemonade. This kid's out in LA with his 2 famous brothers, working for Kenan Thompson. He's you know what? It's a bit of a ride for me. I need something better.
There was more that went into it with some of it, but I just don't want to air their dirty laundry out.
Yeah, all right. Well, I don't want to get you in any trouble. Not that anybody's going to fucking see this, but anyways, continue.
I'm going to send it to them, actually. I ended up leaving that position at the production company, but I like working with Kenan so much because Kenan's amazing. I still do the social media for his podcast.
Okay.
It's called You Already Know. Kenan's podcast is the only podcast I work for now. I work for a finance company called Moneyline, and I do I'm a part of the social team there. I just do day-to-day stuff.
I don't really know what any of that means.
I'm legit in a team of 3 people.
Sounds shady. He tells people how to help. He helps them with their finances. Look at this guy. If you want help with finances, is this the guy you're gonna go see? Look at this dude. Why is Brendan Schaub such a controversial character?
Because people take what he says out of context a lot of times, and I love Brendan to death. The nicest person I've ever met. He's only been good to me. So he's the best. But there's just sometimes he'll say things and the people don't like it. like he's like a nice guy, but sometimes he just
He's clumsy with his words, right?
yes.
I have a
Best
friend
way
named
to put it.
Tyler Hittner, same type of situation. Not
Yeah.
nearly as famous. Shout out to Tyler.
Shout out Tyler.
I like the comparison between Brenda's job and Tyler Hittner.
great.
One of them's pretty famous. One of them is a strange little man working in a battery shop. But anyways, continue.
No one's hating you, then you're not doing stuff where to make people care enough about you, you know? So clearly he's doing something
baby.
right. That's
Sorry.
a nice shot.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Something to help you grow over 4 feet? What would you want for any superpower?
Mr. Elastic, so I can just probably like I always thought this was cool. Teleportation.
Teleportation freaks me out because I feel like I'd screw up and end up in a wall or something. Like I wouldn't trust myself to get it right. You know what I mean?
Look, I think like in the movie, I think like all you had to do was just either look at like a picture of the place and you could go like
So
teleport
if you
there.
wanted to go ride horses with that dude,
I don't think it would.
you could just go chase
that General
guy on his
Custard?
horse. Hop in, get in there, Meatball, chase him.
But I just feel like teleportation would be cool because you can just go like think your place be there.
Like
go.
Nightcrawler.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
listen.
Like you can, yeah.
I appreciate you doing this. They're going to kick us out of this room in about 3 seconds. Thank you, Mr. Meatball / pork tenderloin or whatever they call you.
That's a good one.
I appreciate you doing the show. Thank you. I've been very lazy with doing these episodes of Beverages with Brad, but I met you and I was like, this dude is a character. I gotta get things going and
I
talk to
appreciate
this
it.
guy because he's interesting. So thank you very
Appreciate it.
much, sir.
Thank you for
I
having me on. It was a
appreciate you.
blast.
Thank you.